Mafi bona chage Biafra recovery amako kari amano uramu. Mafi bona chage Biafra recovery kari amano uramu. Mafi bona chage Biafra recovery amako kari amano uramu. Mafi bona chage Biafra recovery kare mano imana deka dinta jarabia ngane buga baya we mana deka dinta jarabia ngane buga baya ogano chure aso coach patena bagati tin nawo Ogago chere aso coach, but no baget it is no abo. Brother Masipala, Makele, Sika, Kiweli, Sigiro Basabo. Yes, your Emma. Yes, in Madam Maki, where and go. Imanabu Kagam, Makiwa, yes, and you, and you're the only in a pair or sabo. Do her where we do her where in Morabo, we can to her son. Do her where we do her where in Morabo, we can to her son. Otutu alala nike, otutu muru nike, ni abwego kene ha. Otutu alala nike, otutu muru nike, ni abwego kene ha. Otu akokale, mbebi afraka pia, otutu ndega ora. Otu akokale, mbebi afraka pia, otutu ndega ora. Oma. Mafi bona chage Biafra recovery kare amano. Mafi bona chage Biafra recovery kare amano ulugo. Mafi bona chage Biafra recovery amako kare amano ulugo. Wanem bianara Biafra do bianara ya. Here with the brother, Senator Bianara Biafra, Governor Bianara Biafra, Absorbing Bianara, Abataya, here with the brother. Oh, Anile, Yala Biafra, can you get it to cook?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's play this video.
This is very simple. Our promise is very simple. If they fail to give us Biafra, Somalia will look like a paradise compared to what will happen to that zoo. It is a promise, it is a prayer, it's a pledge, and it's also a threat to them.
Again?
Our promise is very simple. If they fail to give us Biafra, Somalia will look like a paradise compared to what will happen to that zoo. It is a promise, it is a prayer, it's a pledge, and it's also a threat to them.
For the last time?
Our promise is very simple. If they fail to give us Biafra, Somalia will look like a paradise compared to what will happen to that zoo. It is a promise, it is a prayer, it's a pledge, and it's also a threat to them.
All right, let me get my camera over so that we can talk very briefly. Yeah, if I need to play it again, you will hear it in audio. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Ohamadike Ndigbo made them a promise. He made them a pledge. And it was also a threat. Where's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today? In the dungeon, isn't it? And who is actively working and acting on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today? We, his children, we, his disciples, we, Umuchineke, acting under the order and instruction of our Prime Minister. And if what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made was a promise, he intended to keep it. If what he made was a pledge, he didn't make a vain pledge. If he made a threat, he wouldn't make any vain threat. He intended to keep it. And what we're going to do as his children, obedient children, observant children, adherent children, is to make sure we keep the promise, we keep the pledge, and we carry out the threats without mincing words. What did he promise them? If they fail to give us Biafra, if they fail to give us Biafra, if they fail to allow us go peacefully, Somalia will be like paradise. Told them. Hello? It is not just a vain threat. It's a threat and a promise with intention of keeping. And we are going to make sure we keep it. We will make sure we keep it. On behalf of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because what they thought was when they kidnapped him and they incapacitated him, that that threat is null and void. That promise is not possible to keep. But today they can see we are keeping the promise, we are carrying the threat, we are making sure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is relevant. Very, very relevant. Very relevant. Now, some idiots, Efulefu, Okoko, Umundo, Shinandarandama. Why the zoo is crying, panicking, and lamenting? Because of the promise we are keeping on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Some idiots are going up and down, telling you there is no sit at home. After they finish telling you there is no sit at home, you know what they are saying now? Hey, the sit at home, you have abused it. Have you listened to the idiot called 7,000 teeth? They are mafia. They are mafia. You know what he's saying now? Hey, you are abused. I thought you said there was no sit at home. I thought you said there was no sit at home. How satanic and evil a human being can be. You claim you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You claim you have all the whole catalog of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu messages. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made a promise. He made a threat to the Zoological Republic. I want it to look like as if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a nobody. No. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were a mado. Nnamdi were a mado. Nnamdi were a mado. Nnamdi were a mado. We keep it. Now, the Zoological Republic Animal Kingdom, look at them. In Anambra State, these people that have turned to the stubborn fly, that want to follow the Ozu by Nimalili, they're going about. Anambra government official visit market as campaign to end it at home begin. So they are beginning campaign to end it at home. But the people that claim that they are with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the people that are talking about how to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out, are the ones telling you there is no sit at home. Hey, where is this sit at home? He says sit at home. But the government of Anambra and the Zoological Republic are beginning a campaign. Have you ever heard that kind of thing? They want a campaign on how to stop this sit at home. And now we come to tell them, they have become the stubborn fly. And I bet you with my 10 fingers and my 10 toes, whatever happens to the stubborn fly will happen to them. Take it to the bank. If open again, it will happen to them. We can guarantee you that. And so it now comes to show you that if there's anybody that is making a useless, stupid, senseless campaign, I'm telling you, you see how useless somebody can be. You travel from Europe to Biafra land. Just to prove, number one, to prove that you are no longer with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because if you are with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and you represent his legacy and you want to keep his promise and his strength, you will never go to that place from diaspora. Because a freedom fighter is either in diaspora, in exile, or he's in prison, or he's in the grave. So you cannot boldly go to the den of the lion like that and freely go about the street campaigning to sell a propaganda that even the people that are crying for the sit-at-home that want to stop it are looking for how to stop it. But you, your own is, it doesn't exist. Now, after telling people it doesn't exist, you know it doesn't fly. What you are not singing is you have bastardaries, or how did he say it again? You people have abused it. You abuse it. As long as there is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's relevancy in Biafra land, whatever you like, call it, it must continue. It must continue. As long as it keeps Mazi Nnamdi Kanu relevant, if they refuse to release him, we must continue, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's promise must be kept. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's pledge must be obeyed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's threat must be carried out. Yes, it must be carried out without any apology to anybody. Thank you. Thank you so much, beloved Helen. Thank you so much. 100%. We must keep that promise. We must keep it. And so, in adherence to keeping that promise, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile have been going from country to country. Somebody say hallelujah. Canada will receive the president, the Prime Minister in a couple of days. Canada, get ready. Canada, get ready. The Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government will touch down in Canada on the 1st of March. Canada Town Hall, get ready. Because all the necessary tools we need, we must get it available. So in Canada, make welcome on the 1st of March. Make welcome on the 1st of March while our e-voting continues and while our campaign for Biafra restoration continues. Canada will make welcome our indefatigable, indomitable, untouchable, dogged, rugged Prime Minister Odogu Mazi Simon Ekpa will be touching down in Canada. Anywhere you are in Canada, Ontario, Ottawa, Montreal, wherever you are in Canada, Quebec, everywhere in Canada, get ready to receive the Prime Minister of the People's Republic, Biafra Republic. Get ready, because the PM is coming, and is coming with a bube dancer, with glory of Biafra along with him, because he has vowed, our Prime Minister has vowed that the promise that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made, that the pledge that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made under his watch, it must be kept. Our Prime Minister has vowed that Nigeria will receive it water continuously until Biafra is declared. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not make a vain threat. It doesn't say things. Every word Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have ever said, it comes to pass. It doesn't come to, it comes to pass. It doesn't come to stay. Oga Abiana Mezu. And the same thing with our Prime Minister. Watch out. There is no word our Prime Minister has said that have fallen to the ground. It must come to pass. On that most, it must come to pass. So please take this very, very seriously. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or Hamadike himself, listen to him once again. Let me play it so that you will understand better that our leader does not joke. He doesn't mince his words. And we are the seed of our leader. You must listen to us. Otherwise, our
promise is very simple. If they fail to give us Biafra, Somalia will look like a paradise compared to what will happen to that zoo. It is a promise, it is a prayer, it's a pledge, and it's also a threat to them. Our promise is very simple. If they fail to give us Biafra, Somalia will look like a paradise compared to what will happen to that zoo. It is a promise, it is a prayer, it's a pledge, and it's also a threat to them.
So how do you see the zoo today? Do you see that Somalia, if anybody in the zoo right now, if they even get a visa to Somalia, they will celebrate it. Have you go on TV and look whether Somalians are crying on the streets or protesting on the streets of hunger? No. There is bread in Somalia. There is petrol in Somalia. There is electricity in Somalia. There is water in Somalia. There is food in Somalia. There is road in Somalia. But in the zoo today, you cannot afford bread. You cannot afford petrol. You can't even afford water. Your road is dilapidated. Terrorists kidnapping everywhere. Go and look. It was before you hear Somalia, people are running for Somalia, Mogadishu. Are you still hearing it again? No. That is the promise of Mazin Namdekano. Somebody give our leader, give our Hamadike Mazin Namdekano a round of applause. Give our Hamadike and the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile, Masa Monekpa, give them a round of applause. Fazurukeme. I'm telling you. So, in case you think that these people are a walkover, think again. Go and look. That was a promise. This was in what year? This was, I think, in 2014. This was in, I think, 2014. That Mazin Namdekano made this promise and this pledge. As at that time, 2014, 2014, Somalia was like, hell. Now today, Somalia have become tranquil. Nigeria have taken over. Nigeria have become the Somalia of Africa, the new Somalia. Somalia is peaceful today. Mogadishu, there's no bomb in Mogadishu. There's no suicide bombers in Mogadishu. Mogadishu is peaceful today. But the Zoological Republic, what you have seen is just the beginning of childbirth, because the threat is yet to be carried out. Remember, our Prime Minister made them another promise. And let me play the promise of our Prime Minister. Our Prime Minister made them a promise. Now listen.
I am the product and the survival of children and the generation that were starved to death. And I am very, very angry. I'm very, very angry. Instead of that we cannot get this Biafra, I will turn to a beast. I will turn to a beast. I will be.
Instead of we will not get this Biafra, I will become a beast. I will turn to a beast. Now, he has not yet turned to a beast. So what you are seeing is normal. It's normal. And we are seeing what this one is the threat happening. Now, when our Prime Minister turned to a beast, hey, then you will begin to ask, who let the beast out? Who let the beast out? Who? Pastor Bam. Pastor Bam. That's brother Jonah. All right, I'm gonna leave it here until I come back again to see you this evening. Umuchineke. Continue to share this message. Continue to hit the like. Continue to make everybody know that Biafra is here. I remember your host, Raphael Chamaka Jere, aka Pastor Vam. Keep the light burning. Keep Biafra flag flying. We are going home. I love you all. God bless you. Thank you very much. Brother. Thank you, Uchineke. Thank you. Leave them. Let them continue to lie and propaganda. Your lie and your propaganda.
Your fake news about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down. Your fake news about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down. Your fake news.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Like this, you will be infected. If you eat me as a meat, all cancer kineri, you know cancer maybe, or you cancer you finish again. Come and eat me as a meat. If you eat me and go to sleep and wake up, you know, you can't eat me.
mee mee ọnụ ụzọ nke eluigwe mee nna mee ọnụ ụzọ nke eluigwe mee ọnụ ụzọ nke eluigwe mee eze ebube meghere anyị ọnụ ụzọ nke ngozi mee ọnụ ụzọ nke eluigwe onye pụrụ ịnọchi ọnụ ụzọ nke eluigwe meghere anyị ọnụ ụzọ nke eluigwe ọ dị onye pụrụ igbochi ọnụ ụzọ nke ngozi meghere anyị ọnụ ụzọ nke eluigwe eze ebube meghee ọnụ ụzọ nke ngozi meghee ọnụ ụzọ nke amara.
Let me tell you something, you're in for a shock. People sometimes they ask me, why do we, this very team that I lead, why do we always choose the hard way to get this Biafra? There are ways to do it. You can mellow down. I said to them, to hell with you. I don't want it the easy way. I don't want Biafra the easy way. I want every enemy to come out. I want every adversary to come out. I want every follower of Lucifer to come out. Come and face us direct. And we decimate you. Let me tell you something.
I was told that in Kuwait, they have categories of citizenship. They have the first class one, the second, the third, and the fourth. Is that what you said? They said those who are in the first class are those of them that fought the Iraqis when they came. Is that correct? Some people stayed here at the fort. They knew they would be outnumbered and overwhelmed. But out of honor and dignity, they stayed and they fought. And between you and me, I'm being very honest, if there is one thing we don't have as black people, we don't have honor, we don't have dignity. The path we are pursuing is a path of pressure, relentless pressure to ensure that Biafra comes. How are we going to employ that pressure? There are only two ways to get your freedom in the history of the whole world. Freedom can be gotten only two ways. One is through the ballot box. In other words, people will contest and they will have Biafra Nationalist Party. Yes, as they have in Scotland. And then we vote for them. When they then go to the house or maybe go to Abuja, they will say, we are here under the mandate of Biafra Nationalist Party. Because of that, we want to go and conduct a referendum in order for us to be free. The other way, you fight. Either you go through the ballot box or you fight. Which option are we choosing? We have chosen to fight.
You see, the land of Biafra must be defended at all cost. At all cost. It is the land of God, given to his children for their eternal habitation. We may have failed in the past to recognize this very fact, but now that this generation has come, there is nothing anybody can do to stop us from restoring the kingdom of God upon the face of this very earth in the land of Biafra, without apologies to anybody. You see, the land of Biafra must be